We want to welcome you to the Pantheon. I'm your host, Ray.
And I'm Evie.
And Evie, what are we looking at today?
Batman.
That's right. The Matt Reeves 3-hour movie just came out in April. Was it? No, it came out in April 2020. Yeah. Of this year. So it was a long-awaited movie. It's very long, so we can't break it down because it's 3 hours long. But initial thoughts?
At first, I thought it was long.
Mm-hmm.
It was first time I've seen a movie so dark. You kind of didn't know what was gonna go on.
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of dark. Bruce Wayne,
mm-hmm.
He lived in like a dark area. He was very lonely. Nothing really like to make him happy. All he did is like talk. He just, it's like he didn't really care, until he met, what's her name? Vicky?
Oh, Selena Kyle.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Selena Kyle. Yeah. It was pretty good, but I don't know. It was there. Yeah. It kind of, it was very long.
Yeah. Well, I agree. Okay. Yeah, no, I agree. You hit it on the nose when it comes to his behavior. I mean, one of the things I think every critic or every person who I've known who's seen it says like this Bruce Wayne is dark. Like he is more like it's not Bruce Wayne. It's actually, I mean, Bruce Wayne is Batman. Batman is Bruce Wayne. Bruce Wayne is the disguise, and Batman is really a very dark character. Like it's very, very serious, and there's no levity to the character. I mean, that's how he is.
Yeah.
And we're going to be reviewing the Batman 1989, and there was an interview with Michael Keaton, and he says when he did the role was that he looked at it as being Bruce Wayne, and Bruce Wayne is and it's the role of Bruce Wayne, and then he saw himself as Bruce Wayne just wearing a costume. It wasn't like I'm Batman, really. It was Bruce Wayne being Batman. Mm-hmm. And that's like that as we're going into the upcoming Flash movies and a resurgence of Keaton's character as Batman. I look back on it, and it's sort of like it was the first film, and it's like the touchstone. It's a blueprint of a lot of these Batman movies. Nolan's movie, Burton's movie, Schumacher, as well as Matt Reeves' film. When you look at Batman Begins, it's actually Bruce Wayne. Everything you see about Batman Begins is Bruce Wayne being the Batman. With this one, it is Bruce Wayne, but he is Batman being Bruce Wayne. So it's a little dark, but it's always humanizing the character.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. We can't go into the plot too much, but for those, I know a lot of everyone's pretty much seen it, but the idea of it for those who want a kind of like a unspoiled introduction of it is that we get like there's a serial killer on the loose, and his first victim is he kills the mayor of Gotham on the night of Halloween. And it somehow he wants to tie in Batman to help him solve or join him in his crime. It somehow links to the Wayne Manor, the Waynes. There's a history, there's a blood trail, if you will, and it's kind of like it is very much like Seven meets a Zodiac Killer in terms of how the aesthetics and how the killer works, and it is very interesting. It's year 2 of Batman's work, and it's sort of like Travis Bickle, is that his name?
I don't know, I forget his name, right?
But you know who I'm talking about from Taxi Driver?
Yeah.
Right? Travis Bickle. Think of it as like Travis Bickle year 2. If his ending was that he kept going, it would be I would say this is him year 2. So I kind of thought of him as being the year 2 of Travis Bickle, and this is a young Batman, and Gotham is still the lower tier villains are learning have the fear of God of him, because he could be almost anywhere.
Yeah,
and is narrated by Batman or Bruce Wayne, and we learn that he has like what it is like he kind of has a journal of his adventures, and what you're hearing is his giving him an open narration of how he sees himself, how he views Gotham and the criminal underworld, and that is what we're getting into. How this distinguishes itself from every other Batman is that is the cadence. With the '89 Batman, the first time we see Batman like really get involved with the Joker, he crashes through the ceiling. This one, he walks. The first time you see him is actually on a subway platform, saving a guy who's being mugged by a bunch of street thugs. He is walking towards the platform. He is walking towards the villains. You know,
Mhm.
there's no flash. This is really grounded, very cerebral and slow, and he's taking his time. A lot of, even when he's walking, when he gets to the penguin, we see in the trailer when he's walking, the penguin's upside down and the flames in the background, and he's walking towards the penguin. You know, it's
Yeah,
a very beautiful shot. It's a very the visual, the flames, and it was raining, so on the floor, it's like it's a pool of water, but how it reflects off the flames. It's just a magnificent visual look to it. You know, even the muscle car he has, it's a muscle car, and not like a tank or a motorcycle. It's a very bare bones visual look, but it's effective.
hmm
And Matt Reeves did a really, really good job getting that kind of thing across. You could have cut a couple, some stuff from it. But I think it's to develop the character and his motivations, and then where he is, vengeance at the beginning, and then where he lands at the end. There is an arc, and there is a reasoning behind everything you're seeing. It's just maybe if you watch it twice, not I wouldn't recommend watching it back to back. It's just way too long. 6 hours of your life is way too long in one day. But it is a really good construct of the character, and some things that has not been done yet. You know, when you look at Batman, there's like three different archetypes. There's the Batman that you have from the Saturday morning cartoons or the Adam West cartoons, who's sort of like friendly, who figures everything out. Then you have like the Ben Affleck Justice League Batman who fights Darkseid, who fights
yeah,
Steppenwolf, who fights villains who are really, people who he can't really or shouldn't be fighting, with weapons and gears he has. And then you
yeah,
have this one, a detective. And this goes back to the roots of the comic book, where it's like a detective actually figuring it out and using low tech stuff, uh, an arsenal to get what he means. It's like really down to, like, Batman has, like, he drives a motorcycle to get to the Batcave. He doesn't really have, like, like he wears eye makeup on him, and then he wears the eye makeup going into a club, and then puts
yeah.
on the cowl, so it's
hmm
really, really grounded in reality. And this is one of the things that set it apart from the film. And I thought that was really, really intelligent. What do you think of the Riddler in this movie?
Um, the Riddler,
Mhm.
Riddler. Um, yeah, it was okay. He wasn't. He was all right. Um, yeah, I didn't. I don't know. Yeah, I would have liked to see more Riddler. Um, yeah. Who played him? No,
Oh,
the
Dano. Paul Dano played the
Oh,
Riddler.
Dan.
Mhm,
Right, 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 right.
mhm,
It was okay. It wasn't. It wasn't. You know, he was. It was okay. Him being there wasn't
mhm,
there a lot, but
mhm.
yeah, yeah. He played pretty good. I would have liked to see more of him. You know,
Okay.
and saying his riddles and everything. It was okay. It was okay. I
Yeah.
would have.
No, go ahead. You would have what? Sorry.
I would have loved to hear from him more.
Mhm,
You know, just like, yeah, who played him? I'm thinking of Jim Carrey, but no, that
mhm.
yeah, it was okay. He was okay when he was there, but I would have liked to see him more trying to be funny and stuff. But I would have liked to see a bit more of that.
Mhm.
Yeah, um, have a bit of laughter, more of him. Um, it was okay for him. I would have liked to see him more, but oh well.
Okay. Yeah, I know Paul Dano. He went very method. He actually put like saran wrap around his head under the mask so he wouldn't leave DNA. But then he would get really,
Right.
really hot on set. So, but like if you watch carefully, you would see the saran wrap sneaking out of this, out of his like mask and stuff. So it
Right.
was. interesting how he approached it. Yeah, it's the character was dark. I mean, the third half with the what after the interrogation, like what his master plan was at the end. At the end, I mean, I didn't see that coming, and because we're looking at it through Batman's point of view, neither did he. So it was kind of an extreme, like, where is this coming from? So that threw me off quite a bit. You know, like the first half, I'd recommend if you see the Long Halloween or if you see Mask of Phantasm, because it's like a noir and these are animated movies. It's a good way to gauge this movie. This the references to this movie, but you know, yeah, sometimes some of it was a reach, but with Dan, I liked how they tried to go like keep it real. And when I say real, it's that when you look at Nolan's Batman was a Batman who was in the real world. It's the first Batman that was actually in a world that was real, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And in this one, Matt Reeves makes the world that Batman's in real. Like this actual is an actual world outside of Gotham. So when he's on the highway, there's traffic. You know, like there's actual. So the world is now real. It's fully fleshed, and that's the one time, you know, where it's not like fake or bizarre, like, you know, even with Gotham City with the Adam West. I mean, this world is fully realized, and that's something we've never seen before. So now, and then where we see this Batman going, it's open for the interpretation to see this world is open ended, and I look forward to seeing that.
Cool.
So on that note, I'm Ray,
and I'm Evie.
We'll talk to you next time.
See you next time.